Alright, here we are. Welcome to another fucking video. Today you're going to see a very special roleplay because, well, it's basically me doing it. You get to see firsthand how I close, how I run a discovery from A to Z, how I am able to make $50,000 a month and work with 9-figure companies and top names in the game just by my skill. Pay attention to this. Write down some fucking notes because this is how you close. Now, this video is going to start. The students are going to ask me 2 questions. You can fast forward them, or you can just pay attention and learn from them as well. But after that, I want to give you a spoiler on what you're going to see. You're going to understand not just how to run the discovery and ask powerful questions, how you can create so much pressure that you're bursting down the prospect against a wall that is going to explode in a good way, not like you're forcing them to do something bad, but putting all the pressure into that they need to change their lives and they need to take action and buy from you, okay? I'm going to show you how you can reveal those problems, how you can enhance that pain, how you can enhance that future state. So the prospects will tell you everything and that you don't have to do anything. And yes, this is possible. This is doable. You can literally do nothing more than listen and ask a few good questions, and the process will sell themselves to you, telling you their desires, their pains, why that thing matters, why they cannot stay in the same situation, giving you everything you need to close them with you just doing nothing but listening. Find out how to dig properly by watching this video. Do not forget, this is literally your roadmap, okay? I'm also going to be showing you how you should not change topics from one another, a rookie mistake that closers make, which is I'm going to go to address the time. For how long does this been a problem? How much money they're making? Why shouldn't they do this? What is the goal there? It's not like that. That is not how you close. There's a thread that you have to follow, and I literally explain it here. And as a side note, as a special training, you also get to see how you can handle prospects who are distracted. They're eating. They're looking at somewhere else. They're laughing. You gotta address this stuff. You have to make sure that it doesn't happen so the prospect is focused on the situation and the problem they are facing. All this is explained with live, real examples. So grab some fucking pen, grab a piece of paper, write down the fucking notes, and make sure that you make a lot of money with the right way of selling, which is through leadership. Be a confident leader that helps the prospect to move from the place they are to the place they want to be. They need your help, and it is your responsibility to help them get there. So I expect the best out of you. Watch this video, learn from it, implement it, and become the fucking beast that I know you can be. So that being said, I will see you in the video, and I really hope you enjoy it. Welcome, and I'm going to pause the recording. We are back after a good disclaimer. Let's welcome to another roleplay sessions. We're going to start with if you guys have an immediate question, of course, as always. But then we're going to jump with roleplays. I want us to practice. I want you lads to become brutal beasts of closers. We're going to double down more on the roleplays. I want to do it more. I want to help you more. I want you to see how you perfectly do calls. What questions to ask. I don't want this to be like a blurred line anymore. It has to be perfect, a perfect view of a straight line. So that being said, Tyler, you raise your hand first. Tell me.
Question that I had. I don't know how to phrase this, but I guess empathy is coupled with knowing psychology. For example, I had a call with a guy yesterday. He's like, I thought I would talk to your offer owner. I'm not comfortable doing these calls. Obviously, I got over that because in my mind, I understood that he had a shield. Maybe he had deep pain in his life, which is using this as kind of like a shield to avoid talking about that. So, what have you found that is the most psychological factor that happens with most prospects where they show up doing one thing, but actually behind the curtain, there's a whole new world that's going on?
Humans. It's human behavior. Tyler, If I ask you how, please be honest, how's your relationship with your girlfriend?
It's good. Obviously, I'll say that, even though we fought.
That's it. You just made my point. You see? Obviously, you're not going to say that. If I start asking questions and I go more specific, asking, what do you mean with good? What does good represents? Does that mean the absence of fights? Or you're good even though you have fights? If so, yes, why? And I can just keep going and I will really unveil the truth. But the reality is that we we are built, we are shielded with our answers by default, by nature. Because if we don't, people can criticize us and it can hurt us. People can, I'm going to make it even more simpler. I want all of you to imagine that you're back in the primal era, like first civilizations. If you say something or you act in a way that makes you look odd, you're alienated from the group. That means you die. So if I tell you, hey, Tyler, how are you going? Hey, how's it going, man? Good, it's going great. And you tell me, nah, man, I fucking hate life. Well, that creates a barrier, immediate barrier between us. And I don't want to talk to you anymore. Even if it's just a normal thing. Okay. So you have to be very careful on how you say the stuff. And this applies to the prospects all the time. The prospects are not trained to be a good prospect so that they literally show up and tell you the problems from the get-go. That's why I don't like asking, what is the problem you have? What is the challenge you have immediately? Because what type of answer are you going to give me if I tell you about your girlfriend? You're more than likely going to say, no, I mean, we're doing good. I mean, maybe once in a while if I, something like that. But that's the truth. You're not going to really tell me the specific of it. It's something that has to be built. And the only thing that it will be, make it built with time, it will literally be trust. Okay. And the fact that you see me as an authority that can help you fix that. Otherwise, you're not going to tell me. So it's just, it's just human behavior is the normal thing. You should expect it. The weird thing and what you should be concerned about is that if you show up and let's say you ask me, hey, what's your relationship with your girlfriend? And I said, oh my gosh, she's doing this. And immediately from the get-go, that's actually more concerning than not. That makes sense?
Yeah, that means it's the situation is completely fucked. If you show up with that thing, I should be more concerned, but it's normal. But the thing is, this is not a but, it's an end. I guess that's why you lock your emotions away. And as a person for me who's aggressive, I think understanding this psychological factor and seeing things as the man who views everything, it allows me to have sympathy in a sense. I mean, empathy in a sense. And then I just lock those emotions away and I address the real issue. So, have you found out that viewing everything as the man who sees everything allows you to unlock that empathy and then it allows you to go for the real thing instead of being emotional to what is happening in front of you. Just to confirm that.
This is what you're doing. This is what you should be doing. I don't see everything so that I can have empathy. I have empathy so that I can see everything. You have it backwards. So you said that you even said I'm kind of shutting down empathy so that I can really understand things. It's like, no, it's the opposite. I am enhancing my empathy so I can really see what's going on. It's the opposite. Play on the empathy. We all have the capacity to be empathetic. Literally, we all do. It's we literally have something called mirror neurons that helps us do that. So, yeah, some people might be good at it, some people might be a bit worse at that, but everyone can. And your job is to say, okay, how can I be more empathetic? And just and the answer, one of the answers is pretty obvious. It's just observe, pay attention. and imagine what the prospect is feeling. Just imagine. That is all. Yes.
Yeah, as I speak to you, I'm learning that imagination is one of the most powerful tools you have as a human. Obviously, if you don't know how to use it, you'll use it to wank off and do crazy stuff. But if you actually put it towards a good purpose, it unlocks everything. Now, my final question is, it's what Amro asked in terms of the no, yes, maybes. Let's say there are prospects who are in the maybes, and then once you understand their situation, you just move them into a yes. And then a prospect that is so stuck into the maybes, no matter what you do. Should you play on the negatives with those type of prospects so they could be moved to a no? And then once you know a no, then you turn it into a yes.
This is a mistake because you're trying to quantify or to put something into a position that is not supposed to be like that. You might be filled with maybes, and Amro could be filled with maybes. But with you, it might work to play more on the positive, and with Amro on the negative. So it's never about, oh, so if I have someone who's maybes, I should take it to the no. It's That's autistic. Like, people don't work that way. People work based on their individualities. It's who they are, and also who or what they're experiencing. So maybe you're someone who really likes to go into the positives, but if you just had a bad thing happen to you, or you had fight after fight after fight with your girl, you're probably going to be on the negative. So that will resonate more with you just because of the experiences that you're having. Therefore, the whole point here is that it's not okay. The maybes go into the negatives, the positives. No, that's autistic. Is what do I have in front? Is this person going to resonate more with this or with this? And if you don't know, try both. I mean, what are you gonna lose anyways? Yeah,
Yeah, that is it. Thank you very much.
cool. Fiula,
What? Füller?
Fiura.
Führer. Yeah, my question is, how did you develop such a level of being conversational?
This is a great question. So, one thing that forced me a lot, actually, was to coach not necessarily you guys, but when I started coaching copywriting, I realized that communication skills are stupidly important. And I said, okay, I have to sound more natural. I cannot sound like I have a rod up my ass. Like, I have to sound like a normal guy, like a friend who's talking to you. So that is that's one thing. The second thing is I learned it, I studied it. Once I knew how important it was, I really became obsessed with it. Like, I genuinely started learning a lot about communication, how to delete my accent, how to speak changing cadences all the time, so that now I can do it without having to think about it. It's like, I'm going to speak slow, I'm going to speak really fast. I don't do that anymore. It just comes naturally. It, I started doing it so much that it allowed me to improve on it. So it's learning and practicing. It's having, I think, the best lesson I can get with this, when it comes to evolving, when it comes to becoming better, is pressure. Okay, I even made, I don't know if you guys saw, but I wrote this as a lesson in the school community, which is, the key to evolution is pressure. I had the pressure on my eyes, on myself, to say I need to be a great communicator because I have a job who depend on it. So I forced myself to do so. I liked sales. I didn't know how to transition into it. And out of my ass, I got an opportunity to close. It was like, oh, okay, I have to become good. And I have like one day. Pressure. And it's pressure who forces you to become good. It's pressure who forces you to evolve. So find what creates pressure on you, and you're going to see how you can improve on that very quickly. That's overall. And how to become more conversational. I do not think there are labels. I genuinely don't give a fuck about anything. So if I am talking to you, my student, I will talk to you in the same way that I talk to my friend. I will talk to the same guy, the same way that I would talk to my boss. I would talk to the same way that I would talk to the Queen of England. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say to the Queen of England, right? Clearly, I'm not going to drop that one, but you get the point. It's the way that I am speaking. I'm not going to do it in that way. So this makes sense?
100%. What do you think is the priority for us since we have the option to learn sales? I mean, obviously, you're on sales calls, you're talking, but for me, for example, when I'm watching content, I'm not actively practicing my communication skills. So, do you think practicing my communication skills will be above watching content, for example, or is the other the priority?
To you, you should be practicing sales, because by doing it, you're also practicing conversational skills. Like you're role playing with Jared. I don't know. You're practicing it. Start becoming better. You can even ask him for feedback. Hey, how do you think I'm talking? Blah, blah, blah. So that's one. Improving communication skills right now is not anything that you guys should do unless you're Kevin, Carlitos, definitely Matt. The three of you, you have to like, okay, I'm going to go with communication improvement 100% over sales. But it's the thing that I am teaching you, and you guys use sales as the vehicle to go there. But it's not like, okay, I'm just going to be here, but I'm going to be looking at videos on YouTube on how to become a better communicator. No, that's not the point. Like, that doesn't help you at all. Besides, I made a shit ton of communication trainings already. You can just see. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, thanks.
Wunderbar. Argentinians are generally very extroverted anyway, right? This is a shit question, Carlitos. Let me explain to you why. First, not really. No. Anyone I know is very introverted, so no. And what if the answer was yes? The answer is yes. You say, oh, okay. That's why, I mean, I'm not Argentinian. That's why I'm not extroverted. And so what? Right? It's like, it doesn't, this is the type of question that does not help you. Yeah, because half of their population come from a group of people from one country that try to take over the world. This is true, but no. Relevant Arabs are loud and aggressive. I'm not despite living around them. Great point, Amr. Great fucking point. Work like a king to be treated like a king. It's only a doable thing if you truly don't give a fuck about who's the king. Yes. Beautifully put it. Like if I said that. You can create a diamond. And guys, please read that thing a bunch of times. A bunch of times. You do not understand how powerful that phrase is. You can create a diamond without pressure. Exactly. Talk to every baddie you see. Highest pressure for the most improvement. Yes. Jaden, you have a satanic smile when the person is in pain. Every feedback. I'm not even reading it. I'm not even reading that. Walk like a king to be treated. It's only okay. You put it twice. Good. Cooked. Okay. We good? Let's begin with role plays, shall we? Let me get the wheel of names.
What about me?
I said you. I said George
Oh,
French.
okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen right now. Or not. Wait. Here it is. Okay. Good. Let's see who is going to be the closer. The black guy won. So
The Black Queen.
I have a call.
Cool.
That's the issue. I have a call in
when?
o'clock. I don't know. Like
In 23 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please let it be Babadook. No, no.
We got Amro. Amro, I think.
Ah, shit.
Did you? Who was the last one who did this? Was it Amro, or am I tripping?
Yeah, it was me. It was me and Isabel. Isabel
I'll
was
give you the
prospect.
choice. I'll give you the choice to do it or to leave someone else. You have the choice, literally.
Now I give it to someone else. I got good feedback already on my
Wrong.
biggest.
Wrong. You chose to be a nice guy. Wrong. No, it's good, Amro. It's good. All right.
The Andronator.
Is it? Wow, that was very close. Okay, Jaden, you're not blessed with luck. So, all right, let's just do it. We cannot stay like this forever. We got more people. Matt and Russian Comrade joining. So that's the closer. We need a prospect now. By the request of the people, the prospect should be by fuck. I don't know the word.
Volunteer.
Yes. Thank you. So, does anyone want to be the prospect for Engineer? Otherwise, I can just spin it on the wheel. George?
No.
Yeah, why not?
This is painful. Okay. So, all right. George is going to be the prospect. Engineer, the closer. What do you want to close
this-
on, Engineer? In the meantime, George, prepare yourself.
Okay.
The dropshipping one, right?
Yeah, why not?
You want to go with the dropshipping offer? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I know that in that offer, it's kind of like an onboarding, but because we still need to know the details on that, I want you to just treat it like a normal call for now, and then we're gonna tweak that. Okay? Like just
Cool.
we're just gonna focus on discovery and that. So okay, you're ready. I don't know about Babadook. Babadook is preparing herself. So no.
No.
Whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Give me a second.
Yeah. No rush, no rush.
Wait, I can see my tits. Hold up.
Everyone, this more than likely obviously involves Andronator. Pin me, George, and Andronator. Always do this in the role play so that you guys can see us. So you can pay attention to how the prospect is behaving, how the closer is behaving. And if I do this, Andronator, you already know, so that we're not like idiots talking over each other.
Yep.
Okay. Babadook. Fucking hell.
You ready, Babadook?
Yeah, give me 2. Yep.
From the get-go.
Hey, Babadook. Nice to meet you, man. How are you doing?
Hey man, doing good. Type shit.
Nice. Well, cool. Let's see if we can help you get going with dropshipping. So I'll start by asking you a few questions. Make sure that I get a solid understanding of your life and your situation. And once I'm explaining the program to you, feel free to ask me anything, any questions you might have about it. And if it makes sense for you to join from there, you can ask me any kind of questions you might have about it, and I'll explain how the next steps will look like. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Cool, man. And just a fair warning,
Hey, boss. So this is what Tyler did in the coaching in the group thing that we had. Like he just like, I'm going to do this. I do not give a fuck about anything. I'm just going to do it. This hurts. You are so fixated in saying the intro, in saying the frame, that you're not paying attention. So if I am you right now, I'm gonna be saying, "Oh, yikes! Was that bug tasty?" I'm gonna say that. It's okay. And I'm gonna say, not judging him. I'm just gonna be like, oh, was that bug tasty? Like, I'm gonna do that because like, what the fuck? Also, so that he knows that I'm calling this shit out. He's not gonna keep doing it on the call. Yeah, that's one. The second thing is when you guys do the new intro where basically you're just being, more playful about it by building rapport, you have to pay attention. So there's two things. Number one, in this case, I would have not even said that. I would have said, wow, that's an interesting background. Is that, where are you? I'm literally going to say that. That's going to be my opener. Okay. So keep that thing in mind. And the second one is, when you say it, you never say with a vehicle. No one gives a fuck about the vehicle. You don't say, let's see if we can get you anything with drop shipping. You don't do that. You say, if the offer is making money, you say, let's see how we as the company, whatever is more fit, can help you make more money. I mean, you do it in a cheeky way. So in the actual example, it would be, so Babadook, let's see how we can help you make more money. Okay. So I know that we're limited on time. So boom, you see? Hopefully after I said that, he's going to respond or say something to it. That's the whole point. If he doesn't, I'm moving with it. Okay. I know we're limited on time, but if I say, let's see if we can make more money. Okay. Boom. Awesome. The great example in this is, so that you guys can understand it. Imagine you go to the doctor. You walked into the doctor's office. It's cold. You're afraid. You're like, I don't like this. And the doctor says, take your pants down. You're, nah. Or the doctor says, hey, let's see if we can help you be healed up, buddy. You're like, okay. Do you see? That's the whole point. It's like you're just, it's more comfortable. It's a conversation. That's kind of like the point here. So let's forget this part. I don't want you to go about it. I want us to start with the discovery. Set the frame again and pay attention to what he's doing. Go.
Okay. So yeah, let's see if we can help you make some money. So I'll
More
start
money.
by okay.
Some
Let's see
money.
if we can help you make some more money. So
Same more money.
Yeah.
Again,
didn't I say help you make more money?
you said the same again. Some.
Okay.
You said some more money.
Oh, damn. Okay. Let's see if we can help you make more money. So I'll start by asking you a few questions. Make sure that I get a good understanding, Babadook, of your situation. And then once I'm explaining the program to you, feel free to ask me anything you might have about it, and I'll do my best to help you from there. Did anything happen? Is that good?
No, good. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. And just a fair warning, I'm a pretty straightforward guy. I might ask some straightforward questions. So if you can be just as transparent as me, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So I'll let you kick off. What was it that led you to book this call with me today?
Hmm. Yeah. Well, I
Babadook,
can't see your face.
Babadook, it seems like you're very busy right now. Is this a good time for us to have the call?
Yeah, no, it's a good time.
You sure? You don't want to wait? You don't want to finish the
No,
stuff
I'm
you're
good.
doing with your computer?
I'm good.
Okay, so you're gonna be fully focused on me right now and not doing anything else?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome, great. So did you forget my question?
Yeah. My bad. Why did I join this call? I mean, I want to make more money. Yeah.
You want to make more money. Okay.
Yeah, type shit.
Type shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. What do you currently do to make money?
Right now, I work as a caregiver. So I take care of old people type shit.
You take care of old people.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much money are you making there, roughly?
No, 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 no. So I'll show you. The first thing that you kind of went off is that when he said, I want to make more money, you don't immediately say, okay, I'm just going to go to data because this guy didn't give me anything. Make it more conversational and still extract a bit more. If you don't know how to do that, the example on how I would have done it is role play with me, Babadook. You want to make more money? Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was, who doesn't, right? But my point is, you and your situation, Babadook, why? Why would it be different at all for you to make money? So it's fine. You don't have to
Yeah.
answer. You don't have to answer. It's fine. But do you see how he now have to explain? Like, what can he say? Yeah, I just want to make money.
So
I just ask him.
is it then it's back to, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had a light bulb moment. It's exactly what you're saying on the 4D call, putting the pressure back on a person. Because in your head you're thinking, well, this is a bloody stupid question that he said. So let me ask him a question so that he actually gives me a better answer.
Exactly. 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 So I don't
Yeah.
need to keep fighting for you to talk to me. It's just you got to talk to me. Otherwise, why are we in this call? And I can just keep
Yeah.
increasing it. So that's one. And Drake just completely disappeared. Okay. The second thing that Andronator, oh, he's back. Let me get him.
So would you say that's almost like a third frame, technically?
So
Because you're taking the pressure off and you're putting it on them, and so therefore you have technically another frame that isn't technically your frame or their frame. It's a different sort of frame. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much, but it's just interesting to see like because you're formatting your questions in a way that make people think and make people answer to you and make give you clearer answers. It puts the pressure off you, which means that that's technically frame.
yeah. So I like to just think it as my frame, but my frame is you have to work for me on this because
Yeah.
the pressure will the consensus here, whether the prospect wants to admit or not, is that I have the solution for his problem. So I don't have to fight so hard for you to do that one. Like you have to fight
Yeah.
it. So that's one. And Jonator, the other thing that you did, you immediately went into, okay, how much money do you make? It's like you jumping. It's you say you're just future pacing it so much. It's like, okay, it's 2020, 2025, 2030. You're just skipping years. It's like there's no context in the middle of those. So you're a caregiver. Okay, what does that look like? Okay. And he can even explain you what it is, or he can just go and tell you about the money. But just a caregiver is, I don't know, what does that mean? What is what is that? How does he take care of old people? How does that look like on the day-to-day basis? I need to understand what is the situation so that then I can see why and what that situation is, why that situation is a problem. But you went so hard into, okay, how much money do you make? Is you solely focusing on the outcome, and you're already telegraphed as fuck that you just want to leverage that to close them. And that might not be the case. What if there's more to the story? Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
So, what is your question then?
Okay. Should I take it one step back
Yes.
and
So he
said
just
what
said
you?
he's a caregiver.
Okay. Caregiver, interesting. Tell me, how does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, I just take care of fucking old people and yeah, just do the stuff they would need me to do, check in on them, blah blah blah, fucking wash them and all that, that sort of stuff. So
Okay. You say fucking take care of them. Didn't seem too happy about that. Did I
I
get that
mean,
right?
yeah, this just fucking annoying, bro. It's like they stink and they're not grateful for what you do. It's like, yeah, it's not. I don't know. It's like. Fucking, they should just roll over and die, to be honest. But just between you and me, yeah.
They should roll over and die. Okay. Damn. How have you felt that way all the time? Like how long have you been doing that for?
No, not bad, but no. enhance that. So it really looks like you really don't like this job, but we're gonna get that into a second. They're annoying and they're not grateful. What do you mean with that?
Yeah, I mean, just it's fucking bend over backwards for them. And, like half of them have dementia, so don't even know why you're here, and they tell you to fuck off, fuck away from me. And well, one woman scratched me because she thought I was a murderer. It's just, these old people are crazy, bruv, type shit. You know, it's like, cleaning up after their piss, and they poo in the bathroom instead of in the toilets, and then they're like, oh, who the fuck are you, and all this shit. It's like not a this isn't a job for a man, you know. It's like if a Colombian comes to England, that's what she does, you know, like a hot Colombian chick. But I meant for more than this fucking job. So
What would you ask?
Okay. You say that it's now a job for a man. What's causing you to still be in the job?
No, 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 no. So you're here, right? You're doing this, and you're just desperate to do this. Since the question one, you want to do this. You want to do this. And all I'm doing is this. I'll explain it with a question. So right now in this job, you even have to clean piss. You don't want to do this, but you also told me that this got violent a couple times. Well, like a woman scratch your face. Did something else happen?
um, there's, there's just one time one of them fucking pulled a knife on me, so I just pulled a knife back, and didn't end too well for them. I'll just put it that way. Yeah.
A knife between you and the old guy that
Yeah.
you were taking care?
Yeah, yeah, some crazy guy. He was a World War II veteran. So, yeah.
Like, where do you work right now? It's like a house that has a bunch of these people. What is it?
It's just like I go around to their house. I get paid per client. I go around town, drive around town. I have like 6 clients, so I'll see 3 of them per day, 4 times a week. So, yeah.
Okay, 6 clients. How far away do they live from each other?
I need about like 20 minutes from the furthest person to the, closest person.
And how many you see per day? 3, you told me?
Yeah, so 3 on the Monday, and then I'll see that same group of 3 people on the Thursday, and then 3 people on Tuesday, and I'll see those same people on Friday.
But I don't understand. So do you go to their houses and it's just one person that you see, or do you go to a place and you have multiple of them at the same time?
No, one person, like I go to their house, like, yeah, their house.
Okay, so you have to, and you see 3 a day.
Yeah.
How many hours do you stay with each client per day?
Uh, roughly 2 hours per client, but it's fucking exhausting, bro.
Why is it exhausting?
I mean, just what I mentioned, fucking taking care of them, and then at the end not feeling appreciated, and bending your back, and you know till your fingers go numb, just picking up their shit and washing off their. Like, old people were disgusting, bro. Like, one of these girls had like a stacks on stacks on stacks of toilet paper that she hadn't cleaned, and it clogged the toilet, and it just stacked up in her toilets. They never do their fucking dishes. It's disgusting. It's putrid.
You are working with 6 clients, and it's taking you roughly 20 minutes a day to go from one point to the other on the distance. You're working with 3 a day, and you're spending 2 hours with each. All that is correct, right?
Yeah.
My question to you is, that means that you're working 6 hours a day between the clients, and the time you're commuting from going to one house to another, let's ballpark it at 10 minutes on each. If you're going to 3 clients, that is 30 minutes that you do, plus another 30 minutes until you go back to your house, you take a shower. So from 6 hours, we're at 7 hours a day. Is that kind of correct? 7 hours a day that you're working on this? How's my math?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So why are you working 7 hours a day in an environment that is disgusting?
You gotta put some money on the table, man.
How so? And I'll stop there. But do you see? Data, 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 data. Now I'm only going to get into the money part now. So keep in mind that you wanted to go to the money part in here, and I'm going here. And look at the difference. Look at everything that I got. The only thing that I missed, that I realized that I missed, I would have just asked later, is he's working 7 hours. But how many days a week? You said 6. Am I correct?
4.
4. Okay. So that's 4. And I can just multiply that 7 times 4, 28 hours a week. Okay. Why are you working 28 hours a week on a job that is disgusting? That will be the perfect way. Okay. As much as you go with that. And then you can go into the money side, which is the justification. But first, I'm getting all this stuff so that I know exactly why in the fuck he's doing this. But in order to get a good why, you need to get a good what. Do you guys know about the checklist selling, as I'm always explaining? What is the first question? What is the problem? Just the fact that he says, all people are disgusting. Why is that a problem? I don't understand how's that a problem? I don't understand that. But if I get a good consensus on what is the problem is he goes to spend time with old people that are violent, that treat him badly, that he doesn't want to be spending time around. They're disgusting. They're blah, blah, blah. And the good thing is that I'm not just understanding it, but he's saying it to me. And he really dislikes that. So now I'm going to make him justify why he's doing this. Because it's a fucked up existence. So why are you doing this? And once I have that why, I'm just gonna say, well, I don't want to spoil it. How's it going? I'm gonna do the whole call mentally, but is this making sense so far?
1000%, yeah.
Good, awesome. Would this be considered part of data gathering since you're in the more tangible part of things? Yeah. Again, I really need to understand what's going on here. I really need to understand. I don't know what he meant with disgusting or the fact that he doesn't like it. So, especially with prospects like the one George is playing that are kind of like, idiots. It's okay. I'm just going to go with data. Very easy. So, from there, I just said, I'm going to repeat it back. George pretty much said about the money, and I would like you to take it from there, Andronator. You, what?
Can I just ask a question first?
Yeah.
Is there a reason you didn't dig more into the knife thing? At least for me, that was like, shit, what the fuck? Like, tell me more. But maybe I'm wrong.
You could, if you really, you could have. I didn't because based on my understanding, he said that I said there's something happening. He said, no, it's just like kind of ended up there. It was what I understood. Perhaps there was more to it. You can just ask. Again, be curious about your situation. My only concern would be careful on how to do it and do it in a way that is genuine. Like, dude, did something happen with the knife? Like, can you expand more? I didn't do it because I just want to find out the why right now. I'm okay. I want to keep going, but it doesn't mean that is the only path. It doesn't mean that is the only way. Just don't say it in a way that, wow, and how did it feel to be against a man with a knife? It's like, okay, even Babadook is gonna realize that's telegraphed. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then just secondly as well, how long until in the call would you go until you call out Babadook's laugh? Like he's saying that fucked up things, but he's just laughing about it.
I'm gonna let him do it right now. I'm gonna let him do it because that's his way of, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I just want him to open up to me. I'm allowing this a bit more because my job right now is not to confront him. It's just too early. Unless it is something that is literally preventing me from going on the call. Example, him doing this. Unless that is the case, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to keep advancing. But if I see that he's just overdoing it all the time, I'm just going to drop it like a knife. I'm going to set him up with a very painful situation, which is going to be the money. if I play my cards correctly, and I'm gonna impale him by saying, "So, why are you laughing about this?" And I was like, ah. But it's a way of also keep in mind how I asked the question, right? It's a combination of multiple factors. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how we can keep making this better. So my question was, and I'll do it in the best way. So you're working 7 hours a day for 4 days a week. That is 28 hours that you're doing a week on this job. Why are you working on a job that is disgusting? Say it, and then a director keeps going from there.
I'm just gotta put some money on the table, I guess.
Okay. Interesting, but I mean, can't you just have another kind of job that you wouldn't, feel disgusted by?
No. He didn't just laugh. What did he do? Did he do?
Should I guess?
You guess? So you're working 7 hours a day on a job you feel disgusting because you guess? Or do you have to put money on the table?
Not like I gotta. Yeah, I don't know. You're asking some good questions, man.
Babadook, sorry to cut you off. I can see this is a tough topic. I can see that you don't like this. I can see you're not happy with your situation. Let me help you. Let's see how we can get you out of that. Okay? So I'm trying to understand. Is this a job that you just do because you feel like it? Or is this like, look, I have to. I don't have a choice. What's going on?
Well, it's just um um
Take your time.
um what is it? It's just I never went to university. It just was a crackhead and fucking smoked pot all the time, and so I don't even have the skills that I could go anywhere else. And I took care of my grandmother when I was like 20, because she needed it. So I was good at that, and so I just found a job where I could. I was like, I mean, I've already taken care of my grandma, so you know, let's earn some money doing it. But no, I don't fucking like it.
You're doing this to take care of your grandma?
No, I started to take care of my grandma. It wasn't paid. Just I was fucking crackhead, and she was the only one that would accept me. But she had physical disabilities, getting old, so I had to take care of her just out of like necessity. I wasn't earning any money for it. But then she passed away, and I just thought, hey, I don't have a degree. I've not done shit with my life. Maybe just become a caregiver, because it's something I've already done. So why not, make money doing it?
So you're doing this because it's the only thing you know how to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So please understand, all of you, I am putting the pressure on him. I am squashing him slowly. I'm not letting him go out of that. Okay. I need him to feel this pressure. What you said is like you allowed him to get out. You allowed him to get out of the pressure by just why are you doing this? Didn't you like? I don't know what question you asked. What I said was like, you guess, is this a job that you have to do or that you do by like, no, I have to do it. I don't know what else to do. So do you see the difference? Him telling
Yeah.
me, I have to do this. I don't know what else I can do. It's, oh, so you're literally telling me that you're fucked. And the only way out is you either do this or you try my thing. And he's going to tell me yes. And then what? What objection? We just started with the discovery. But imagine this guy giving me an objection already. Do you see? Imagine this guy not wanting to do this now. After what just happened. So, yeah, is everyone following this? The relevance that this has?
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, do you want to take it from there, Anjonator?
Yes, sir. Okay, so Babadook, you said you started to care for grandma when you was 20. How old are you now?
34.
34. 14 years ago?
Yeah.
Damn, man. Okay. And you said you didn't start this job, immediately. So when did you start this job?
Like when I was 20. Yeah.
When he was 20. So for 14 years, you've been working a job that you feel disgusted by.
No, no. Why you cannot say that? Anjonator, why you cannot say that?
I don't know, maybe it felt telegraphed.
No.
It
I mean, a little
felt
bit.
like I'm judging him.
A little bit. But if you just increase the curiosity tone on that one, it will be better. It's like, oh, so why have you done this? Like that would have been accepted. The thing is that he's not paying attention to you because he's eating now. He's not gonna feel what you're feeling, what you're trying to express because he's focused on eating the fucking chips. So
Yeah.
You gotta go. Why are you calling that out? It's crazy. So if you don't call these things, the prospects are just gonna go all over the place, right? So taking it back. Actually, I want to see how you do it. The thing is that I'll tell you why I almost stopped you so that you understand. We are on a line of questioning on why he's doing this. You stopped that and you went into, again, you future paced it a few years and you went to, for how long have you been doing this? That's not correct because we're still on this line of time, which is the money. You're doing this because you need the money, right? So how much money? How much money are you making? This is now when we get into the financial conversation. And after we got all of this clear, then you go into, for how long have you been doing it? That makes sense now? I allowed you to go that way because I wanted to see if you were going to combine things, because after all, this is non-scripted, but you're just going to take it fully into that direction now. And you're going to miss on such an important part. So don't leave this string. Don't do that. Don't jump. Staying on this string. What can you ask? Ask him.
To getting back to the financials now, or should I pretend like I didn't ask the questions?
No, just those questions you asked didn't exist. We're
Okay.
back on this string.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Babadook, I assume, since you're at least, doing this hard work that you're getting paid well, right?
Not really.
How so? Like how
Well, I
much do you
mean,
make?
like £2,000 a month.
To a month. Okay. And just
2,000.
understand like 2,000, yeah?
Yeah.
And just so I can understand your situation, is it kind of paycheck to paycheck for you at the moment, or how does the kind of situation look
Yeah,
like?
sorry. I don't know if you're paying attention to me. Are you like really hungry about something going on?
I just eat when I'm stressed, bro. It's something I've had since I was a child.
Why are you stressed?
Um, like talking about money is sensitive, you're a guy, you get it,
Yeah,
Yeah, men don't really talk about their finances. Like real
yeah.
men don't really.
Do you want to eat it or do you want to fix it?
Well, I mean,
Can have both.
I don't. I mean, yeah, but like I've been
Do you want
stressed
me to help you?
since
Oh,
yeah.
I understand though. I understand that this helps you decrease the stress. What would help you really to destroy that stress? Eating more chips or fixing this problem?
And probably both, but I guess more fixing the problem.
Do you think if we fix the problem, you're not going to be stressed?
I mean, I really like chips, but
If you want me, I can
I,
just leave the call and you can eat all the chips you want.
no. I mean, I just don't know how you're gonna fix it, because I've been dealing with this shit for years. So
Do you want
yeah,
to give it a shot?
I've given it plenty shots.
Well, let's see. Are you prepared to give it a shot or do you want to call it a day, eat the chips, and then go to work again?
No,
No what?
no, I don't.
So what are you going to do?
All right.
And now you can ask the question. Okay?
Yeah.
Ask the question again. What did you want to ask him?
Okay, so 2K a month. And just so I kind of get the whole situation, Babadook, is it kind of paycheck to paycheck for you at the moment, or you're at least having like some leeway?
Um, uh, yeah, not really much. Not really much in the way of savings, to be honest.
So you're not saving anything right now, like just paycheck to paycheck?
Um, yeah.
Okay. And has that been the case for you as well throughout these 14 years? Basically, haven't been able to
You wouldn't
save
know.
anything really?
You wouldn't know because that part didn't existed. So this is how you tie everything. And also keep in mind that you're going very slow. Doesn't it feel, everyone, doesn't it feel like it's slow at this moment now? It's like you want to keep the prospect engaged. Okay. So, okay, Babadook, you're making 2K euros per month, right?
Pounds, yeah.
Okay. Is this all profit or you get some taxes? You got to pay some.
No taxes actually, because caregiving in the UK, we don't have taxes on that.
Okay, cool. So the 2K that you're spending, I know this might be, I don't need to know the specifics, but on the monthly basis, how much are you spending on this? Like rent, moving, going to one place or another. How much do you end up with extra every month, if any?
Like 500.
Okay, so you're on average spending only 1.5K euros?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing something with those extra 500? They're just laying there.
No.
Okay. So do you see? It's like boom, 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 boom. I'm going fast. Otherwise, it's the conversation slow. So yes. What can you ask now? Now that we have this kind of an idea.
I don't think you'll like this. What I usually say at this point, just to know what direction to take from here, is okay. So I understand both is like important for you, obviously, but would you say like the biggest reason you want to leave your job is to make more money because you're not happy with that, or like the enjoyment aspect?
No, 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 no. That's wrong because again, I'm doing this. You're just going here already. You're just changing the topic again. keep going here. You're not going in depth enough. You're not going through all the layers. So the next question here is, and you even asked it, that's the worst. Okay, so Babadook, for how long have you been in this job? Now you get the full picture.
Hmm.
Tom, ask him.
Yeah. Okay. And how long have you been at this job again?
Best part of 14 years now.
14?
Yeah, 14.
Hey, man. This is the longest time. So the only thing that's held you back, like, sorry, has been keeping you at this job for all this time is that you have to pay the bills? Is that it?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I don't
redundant.
know what.
I mean, it's obvious. You can make it in a better way. 14 years?
Yeah.
So why? I'm assuming you took care of your grandmother because you actually care about her, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious. So out of this 14 years, this timeline, at what year did you realize that this job is something disgusting?
Ever since it wasn't my grandma.
So since day one, like year one.
Yeah.
So why did you stay 14 more years?
Just didn't know what else to do.
And now we're making him say it. Okay. It is, he would, by me saying this, I am not saying, so the only reason you stayed is because of the money. Is not as powerful as, why did you stay 14 years in a job you find disgusting? Now he has to tell me because I need the money because I don't know what else to do. This is all making sense for everyone.
It is.
You got him in this point. What should you ask?
14 years, man. Working a job you feel like is disgusting.
Not feel, you know.
Okay. 14 years, working a job that you know is disgusting. I can only imagine, but I don't want to assume anything, of course. How would you say like that has affected you, man?
No. And it's not bad, by the way. It's not bad. I am just really showing you how to do this at the highest level. But it's not like you're bad at what you're doing. Think about this. I'll make it simpler for the sake of time. Babadook. So out of this 14 years, you stayed in a job that you know it's disgusting, that you don't like, that you had multiple incidents, even violent incidents, because you need the money and because you just don't know what to do. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
14 years is a long time. Have you tried something to get out of that?
Yeah, I mean, I tried drop shipping and, trading, all that stuff.
What is all that stuff? Drop shipping and
Um,
trading or something else?
yeah, drop shipping and trading. And OnlyFans management as well.
Okay. You feel kind of embarrassed about that? Why? Like you,
Um,
you want to make money, right?
um,
That's why you did it. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. What about those three vehicles? How did they ended up? Did you make money with them? How much?
Uh, oh man, no, I
None?
didn't.
You didn't make money with
No.
them?
Um, I mean, I made a couple $100 with OF management, but I shut it down.
How much time did you spend on the drop shipping?
2 months.
Okay, 2 months, no money. How much time did you spend on trading?
6 months.
6 months, no money as well. How much time did you spend on OnlyFans?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. So you did 6 months of trading, no money. 2 months of drop shipping, no money. But you did 2 weeks of OnlyFans, so you made a couple hundred.
Yeah.
So why not stay with that?
Um, I was using my girlfriend because she was hot, but it just didn't feel right, having these old men pay for these pictures and shit. I was like, it was uncomfortable. I was gonna make a lot of money as well. But I'm a good guy, bro. I'm not all about the money. Like money's cool, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, I decided to just disband it. It just didn't make me didn't sit right with me. So
Why not?
I don't know, just cucking myself essentially. Yeah, I was just cucking myself. It was weird having her like send her pictures on the sofa while I was just staring, being like, "Oh, I gotta make money." Yeah, it's weird. So actually, yeah, went off with one of the guys. So
What you said at the end?
uh, she, yeah, she ended up just she ended up well, one of the guys was a billionaire. So he just bought her a plane ticket to the Maldives, and that was it. Never saw her again.
So she left you for a man with money.
Yeah, there's a black guy as well.
Okay. Do you think that she left you because you were, pardon my French, sexualizing her to other people, or because she just, wanted to go with someone else with money?
No, she was a very sexual thing by nature, innit? It's just she wanted to do it as well. I didn't force her into doing it. If she was fine with the idea, she
Mhm.
she would have continued if I hadn't stopped it. Uh, yeah, I genuinely think she just found some guy that wasn't broke.
Okay.
Simple as that.
She was just
Yeah,
went with someone who had money, more possibilities. He took her to the Maldives. Okay.
yeah. I wish I could have done that, man. She was a good girl.
You look in pain. How do you feel right now, Babadook?
I feel like shit, bro. Don't know why I'm smiling. I just,
Talk to me.
yeah, just.
Why do you feel like shit?
Well, just talking about it now, made me just made me think about it again. It's like I don't know why. It's just that when I found out he was a billionaire, it just didn't sit right with me. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not fine about her taking off with another guy, but the fact that he's rich, and I'm not a materialistic person, but fuck that motherfucker, man.
Why did it upset you that he's rich?
Because he can have what the fuck he wants. He can just steal people's girls, and I'm out here cleaning fucking toilets.
Do you need a moment?
Nah, I'm good, bro.
I want you guys to just see this. What you're creating in the prospect, it's brutal. Okay? And a, a lot of the things that I do is I don't even do anything. I just, do you need a moment? It's just to enhance it. The situation on the prospect just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Everyone is following so far.
Yes.
Yes.
You have different paths now. You can go a little bit more into the vertical, which is what I would do, or you can just get out already because this guy is fucked. The the vertical thing is basically me saying, I know you're not a materialistic person, Babadook, but you just told me that this guy can do whatever the fuck he wants. He can steal other girlfriends. He can steal girlfriends from other men, and you're cleaning toilets in a job that you hate, in a job that you find disgusting, that you feel people are not grateful to you, that you're literally cleaning piss. When I say all this stuff, man, whether you're materialistic or not, what's on your mind?
Sucks, man.
Is this life, the one that you have right now, something that you want to keep having? And please be honest with me.
No.
You do
No.
understand that if you want to get out of this, it will require sacrifices. It will require you to learn things that you don't know, because the reality is you're here because you just, like you told me, you don't know how to get out. You don't know what else you can do. So you're going to have to learn how to get out of that, how to get that money, so that I don't know if this is the goal you have, but you can be the one stealing the girlfriends instead of having to clean piss. Making a change is difficult. So I just want to know for sure that the man who I have in front of me is someone who says, I need to make a change because I cannot live like this anymore. Is this who you are right now? And please be honest if that's not.
I want it to be me, yeah.
That does not sound confident at all. If you're not sure about this, again, Babadook, we can just leave things as they are.
No, I don't want to leave things as they are. I just don't know if I'll follow through. I don't know if I'll change my life. I've tried it before, man.
What have you tried before?
The drop shipping, the trading, trying to find another job.
Do you want me to encourage you to give up on the idea? Or do you want me to show you that you can make it?
I need help, bro.
If you need help, do you believe that you're going to receive the help by saying, oh, I already tried this and it didn't work? Especially when you try drop shipping for 2 months.
Yeah. I mean, I need accountability.
Do you want me to give you accountability?
I mean, if that's inside the program, yeah.
No. I'm not even talking about, we're not even talking about any program, Babadook.
Oh,
I haven't offered you any program. I'm talking
okay.
about right now. Right now, I'm talking about, do you need accountability?
Yeah, I'm scared I won't follow through, man.
Why do you need accountability?
But like I said, um, been addicted to crack for most of my life, which is why I went to my grandma's in the first place, because no one else wanted me. Um, and I relapsed. So I that's why I tried drop shipping and it didn't work. Part of why I stayed in this job, I just yeah, part of it was I didn't feel like I could bring anything else to the world. I was always told I was a crackhead and that was it. So I didn't even feel like I had the skills or I deserved being anything else than a shit toilet cleaner. But also because I was smoking pot, so I just accepted my fate. So I just scared I'm gonna relapse again and I'm gonna pick up the drugs I have them on my table right now. Actually, it's just because depending on how this call is gonna go, I was gonna just fuck myself off for the night.
I see. So you're talking about accepting your fate. Right now, your fate, if I understood correctly, is your girlfriend leaving you for someone with money, you being literally a crackhead, and you working on a job that you find disgusting. That is the fate that you have right now. And that if you don't change things, is the fate that you're going to have tomorrow. Do you want to accept that fate?
No.
Are you going to accept that fate?
No.
Talk to me.
No.
What are you going to do to change it?
I will stay sober
How does staying sober will help you?
because I won't be comfortable with my situation like I am now.
So clearly you're using drugs to go by and accept the reality that you live. I don't think I have to explain to you the negatives of, being a crackhead. So I can
Yeah.
see that you're smart. You probably understand that already. So staying sober is one part, but that takes to the next part, which is you're stay sober. You're gonna hate what you have around. How are you gonna change that?
Yeah, man, I need to do some drop shitting again and do what you guys are doing.
Why drop shipping and not OnlyFans with another girl?
No, 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 no. I've always wanted to do a clothing store. I did this hoodie by myself. I've always been into clothes, and I have a passion for just clothes in general, and so it's been my dream to have a, a, a clothing brand. So yeah, nah, don't want to do OnlyFans either, not again.
Okay, for everyone now. We got the pain. We unveil the whole situation now. And now I'm asking him how he's going to fix that. And I'm just linking him that by making him link that to my product. And I'm even pushing him back. I should do drop shipping. I don't know. Why not OnlyFans again? I want him to eliminate that option again because then he might say, yeah, but with OnlyFans, I made quicker money. It's like, no, you're not going to bring that to me as an objection. You told me you don't want to do that. I'm playing chess here. I'm eliminating future objections and I'm making sure that all the pain he has, it is only solved with my vehicle. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Next phase
Pretty
here.
lovely.
Now we're making him sell himself on the idea. How are you going to keep going on there, Andrew Nader?
Okay, Babadook. And why do you feel like we could be the ones that could help you with the drop shipping?
Good, great question. Not yet. Not yet. You need to double down on the vehicle first before you go for the brand. Don't ask, do you want Toyota or Lambo? It's like, nah, do you want a car or do you want a bike?
Mhm.
Like, first, we need to tie him down on the vehicle.
Okay. And why drop shipping? Why not something else? I mean, something else than OnlyFans then.
No, because he said that though. He said that he likes clothing and it's something that he likes. What can you ask him?
I don't know, man.
When I'll give you a shit example. When you feel like this, that you're what is the perfect question? Forget about the perfect question and just go with the basics, which is okay, Babadook. So this seems like an idea you like. Is there anything else that I should know on why you want to pursue dropshipping? That's it. Just tell me. You tell me.
Um, yeah, I mean, I like the idea. I have a friend who's successful with it, so I know it works. Yeah.
You just have a friend
Oh,
who is successful at it. That's why you want to do it.
Well, it's multiple things. Mainly the fact that I want to own my clothing brand in the future. But also, I mean, like I don't know anyone with trading who trades, but with job shipping, I my friend does like 1 million a year, so I know it's possible.
Interesting, man. Okay. And I know you mentioned accountability before, that that was really important to you, but beyond that, what do you feel like you'd...
No. So you know drop shipping is possible because you know someone who does it. What about the other vehicles? OnlyFans, trading. Do you know also people who are making 1 million a year?
I mean, I'm sure there are, um, but I don't know them personally, so it just feels more safe to do drop shipping because I know it works.
Do you see? Isn't that a beautiful answer for you? That isn't that music to your eyes? He just say that it feels safe. That's the cherry on top. So if he just said that, that feels safe. What can you ask? Now you can advance.
Okay. So, and why do you feel like we are the ones that could help you be successful in this?
Um, just because Samantha's from Europe and I'm from Europe as well. Because most of the dropshitters, sorry, they're in the US, and Samantha is the only dropshitter that's in England, so I identify with that. Uh, Testimonials as well. You guys seem legit. There was a guy in my position, he was like smoking pot all day. Uh, and he went through you guys' trainings or whatever it is, and he made money with it. So that honestly, that's why I booked the call after looking at that testimonial. And yeah, it seems professional. I mean, yeah.
So if that guy that smoked the pot before and then was able to become successful could do it, do you also feel like you could do it? Like, do you genuinely believe in yourself that way?
Well, I mean, I'd like to learn more about the program and how it can help with that, but like, I don't know the guy personally, and maybe he doesn't deal with what I dealt with for 14 years. But hey, I mean, if a crackhead can do it, and yeah, why uh, why can't I?
Okay. So you're actually going to be ready
No,
to do the sacrifice?
why can't you? You tell me, Babadook. You haven't answered my question. Do you believe that you're going to be able to do this? Yes or no? And it's not about the program. I could give you a Ferrari right now. If you don't know how to drive it, you're not going anywhere. Do you believe in yourself being able to get out of the reality that you have, where you have this job that you hate? You were a crackhead in the situation with your girlfriend. Do you believe that you can get out? At the beginning of the call, you said something that was very peculiar. I am worth for more. I know I can do more. So is that guy in front of me yet?
Man, I really hope so. I'll put it this way. I've never felt so much accountability until this call. Like you're the first person to make me feel like I might be able to do it. For my whole life, I've been told I can't. I've been a failure. Don't go to university. Uh, I'm a crackhead son. We don't want you here. Like you're the only person that's actually seem to, want what's good for me. Most people would have just left by now. So I want to do it.
Do you think being surrounded by people like me who will push you to become better, who will push you to excellence, will help you get out of the situation that you're in?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Because it's not just me.
Fuck yeah. I've needed this in my life.
But Babadook, you got to set the standard with us. You cannot go with us if you don't believe in yourself and that you're going to make it. So I want you to look at me in the eyes and tell me, I am going to make it. Otherwise, I will not help you.
I'll make it.
Imagine this guy giving me something now. So do you see? Now, we are almost closing this. What's the next step, Anjonator? We're going to talk about takeaways and all that as soon as we finish, but let's finish the discovery fully. How we close this?
Guess I'll just do a final tie down and say, okay, man. So if I explain all about the program, you feel like 100% this makes sense to you, the investment, all that stuff, will you feel like you'll need to think about it, or will actually go ahead and take action?
I don't need to think about anything. It's just if it makes sense financially, because I don't work with much. I don't know how much you guys are charging. Like maybe, I don't know, 500, $400. Like, uh, depending on how much it is, I'll have to probably just fucking run to the bank. But yeah, so far, I really like the accountability you've had. And honestly, if you guys just have that, like I'm buying the program. I can tell how much it's going to change my life. But yeah, it depends on the price.
What do you want to do now? What are you thinking about doing? He just gave you a new objection when we
I
literally
know.
closed him.
I was thinking if I should attack it after the pitch instead, but I guess it's better to attack now.
You always face the lion.
I don't know how though. That's the problem.
Babadook, we're being very transparent. And you told me that you're going to make it. I'll also be transparent with you. This is not going to be a cheap investment. We're talking about a few thousand to make it happen.
Oof. Okay.
We're going to talk about the specifics of the program, and you can tell me if it's genuinely worth it, because you only so far saw the accountability that comes with it. My question to you is, if you see the deliverables that are proven for you to make money, and you have this accountability, would you find a way, or would you say, I'm fine cleaning piss?
Damn, bro. No, I'll find a way, but like, shit, a couple $1,000. How much is it?
I'll tell you. But first, I need to know that.
Bro, I can't do a couple thousand. I mean, my credit card's shit. Uh, I could try running to the bank.
What I want to know is that if you're willing to find a way, going to the bank, going for a
Oh yeah,
credit,
yeah, 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 man. Yeah, I'm
we
not a
can talk.
bullshitter, bro. I'll,
Okay.
I'll, I'll get it done. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Because in the worst case, I can help you with the payment plan if that's needed. That
Okay,
shouldn't be,
okay.
that's not the problem. The problem is, are you willing and did you do not lie to me when you told me that you're going to do it? That you're going to change your life? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Okay. That's an easy way out because I know this guy cannot afford it. Like it's not bullshit. We're talking about 6K. And apparently we're gonna have to see how much he has in savings. But I don't want to talk about that right now. Because after the conversation that we had, if this guy genuinely tells me, I don't know if I can do that, after what we just have, there's a big fucking chance that he's literally telling me the truth and he doesn't have that. So by the time that we're here and he actually asked, I'm going to tell him, you told me you have 500 extra every month. What happened with that? And if you guys feel like, I don't know how to, I don't know, I don't like to do this because it's after a price and you might be conflicted, it's like, okay, just go back a bit and just tell him. Role play. Babadook, by the way, you told me that you're making 2.2k euros every month and you're only spending 1.5. What about the rest 500? You told me that you're just having them there around. Did the dog ate them or what happened? Tell me that you're spending that on drugs. I know you want to do it.
Yeah, I spent like 300 this month.
Do you want to keep spending that on drugs or on actually improving yourself and having the life you deserve?
I want to have the life I want.
Is the life you want being a crackhead?
Fuck no.
Right. Let's cut it there. But do you guys see? It only takes me 2 questions, and again, and I'm pushing him against the corner like this. He's here. I'm never letting him go there. Immediately he feels this pressure again. It's like, because it's a serious conversation. And even if he tells me he doesn't have the money, so you spend the money on drugs. Now that's the worst thing he can say to me. So I'm using everything he says. It's a positive, it's a negative. I'm using it to crushing him anyways. He's fucked no matter what he says. So with that, I got the commitment on the money. We need one more thing to run him into the pitch. Sorry. What is that one final thing, Andrew?
Like pre-handle the few things or what?
Now, Babadook. Let me see. No, it's not Jaden. Let me see. And please correct me if I get anything wrong. You right now have been working for 14 years as a caregiver in a job that you're annoyed, that people are not grateful to you, that you even have violent episodes, that you're literally cleaning piss and you find the job disgusting. Your girlfriend left you for someone with money. You're working 7 hours most of the day, or most of the week on this job. And all this turned into you being a crackhead. You tried to get out before, but you weren't successful because you didn't have the accountability that you need. You found that accountability today. And I would like to explain to you how we work. But my question is, after you hear all this, and after you told me that you want to change it, that you want to have this better life, the only question that I need to ask you is, when will be the moment where you say, I am going to take action and I'm going to change my life for once? Because you have been living like this for 14 years.
Well, I know myself, man. If I don't do it today, I'll just tell myself, oh, it's fine, and I'll just smoke some weed. So it'll just be the same pattern if I do it. So, like, on this call today, I want to do it.
If you're telling me if you don't take action today with me right now, you're just going to keep having the same life.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing for 14 years. Being like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I just smoke some pot. Yeah, I'm fine with my life for a few months.
Are you going to get back to that?
No.
So what are you going to do today?
I'm a join.
You sure?
Yeah.
I definitely believe that we can help you, especially after a conversation that we have. I want to walk you through everything that we have so that you can know for sure how we're going to help you make money and change your life. And then I'm doing the pitch. So let me unpin you guys and let's talk about this. Mhm. All right. So, questions. Anyone who wants to say anything? I'm all ears. Jaden?
Josh can go because he's raising his hand.
Appreciate
What?
it, bro.
Josh raised his hand.
Oh,
That's
okay,
why.
okay. Babadook?
Yeah, I was just saying, you said always face the line, but in one of our roleplay calls a few months ago, one of the prospects, I think it was Andre, he said or she said, I have heavy bones. And you only got to the pitch and said, by the way, this roadmap, do you believe it will help you? Yes, blah, blah, blah. But you will run into a problem, and that's your big bones. What are you going to do with that? So in that roleplay, you didn't face the line when she said big bones. So when is it a time to not use face the line?
You're talking about one of the calls that I put in school?
Yeah.
The ones that I explicitly said that the only thing I did was build trust and not act as a normal closer?
No, it wasn't that one. It was one of the roleplay calls.
When was this? How long was this?
Mm,
I, th-
before we went to China, so in July, I believe it was in July.
I think I remember. Were you like this Indian girl?
I think so.
It's
Yeah.
I
Two
can remember
options.
you said like,
All right,
yeah.
let's go to the point. Two options. Number one, I didn't pay attention to it. It can happen. I'm not a perfect robot who analyzes every detail. Second, my skill level wasn't as good as the one that I have today. It could have been one of those two.
Because you actually said not to. Because I think whoever was pro battling it was going to be
Mhm.
like, oh, big bones. And you said, no, no, this one, let's leave. You'll see. And then you left it until the end deliberately.
Then I don't know. I'll have to see the context.
Okay.
It depends. For example, didn't we? I don't know if this was in this call. It was you laughing.
Yeah.
Immediately addressing that in that moment is not the best
Right.
because you're feeling the pain. I'm just gonna let you be consumed a bit more by the pain because you laughing like that is you being nervous. You really hurting yourself with that pain. I'm allowing that, and then I'm stopping you.
Yeah.
There,
Okay.
like I'm always saying, is assuming formlessness. In that case, if I haven't done it, it was because maybe it was too early, or there was another reason that I genuinely do not know right now, where I could not do that. But then I'm gonna address it anyways, maybe later on. But without the context, it's like I don't fucking know. But by rule, you address the lion. By rule, you set a frame. By rule, you act as an authority. But there will be obvious, always small deviations that you might have to take for moments. But it only depends on what you have in front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So questions, takeaways in this?
Yeah, I raised my hand. So my biggest takeaway is that it's crazy how much pressure you have in the calls. Like you're so direct, you give so much pressure. It's so crazy. Like when you're the prospect, but at the same time, you're not telegraph at all. Like you're not seeking pain. You're just very curious and like a leader. Like that's a very big takeaway. My question is, like at the beginning when Andrew talked about I think he talked about how are you making that money right now? He said ask why. And in my role play I did with you in the 101, you said I should ask how is he making that money? Is that with a job, with ecom? So how was that different?
You motherfuckers, you guys are just doing this again. You're trying to put things. This is not math. 2 + 2 = 4. We're not talking about math. We're talking about psychology. We're talking about people. 2 + 2 sometimes is 3. It's not that, oh, in this case, immediately have to is if we're gonna go on that, we're gonna say heavy is the head who wears the crown. And then we're fucked. You do not do that. One option it could be because I fucking felt like it. Okay? Literally, that could be a solid reason. Second one is it's just based on what I have in front. It just makes more sense. The question will be more elaborated that way. And besides, it's not about focusing and fixating on small things. Like if I want to know something about the job, should I ask, why are you in that job? How are you making the money? Well, I'm going to ask both anyways. So, yeah, I don't want you to be fixated on that stuff. I want you to be seeing the big picture. The takeaway, the great takeaway is, damn, all the pressure without being telegraphed. What the fuck? It's not, but you said why instead of how at minute 2:36. That does not help you. Because what if I say you have to do how in only this scenario? And then you have a different scenario like, should I use why or should I use how? That does not help you at all. Yeah?
It makes sense 100%. I just want to know the psychology behind asking why do you want to make money? Because yeah, you told me that when you ask that, most people say, yeah, I just want to make money.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we should avoid that now. That's why.
But I already covered that because when Babadook started, what he said, I just want to make money. And then I completely overcame that by saying, well, obviously, we all do. Why not?
Mm.
But what moves Babadook to say, I want to make more money? And now I use what instead of how or why. So do you see? It's based on what I am saying. Yeah?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Jared?
Yeah. So I might have a call right now. We'll see if he shows up. But if I have to leave, that's why. But I just wanted to quickly share some takeaways because there was a lot that I learned. This seems like a really in-depth role play compared to other ones. So the first thing is just the data gathering. Typically, when I always thought of data gathering is like just talking about money, but you were data gathering with like the tangible aspects of how he works. And that was really interesting to me. It opened my eyes to see that data gathering is more just like it's tangible versus intangible. So like the feelings and then the actual physically what's happening. So you could data gather that way too. So that was really big. And then towards the end of the call too, that's something that I struggle with a lot with transitioning and making sure you do the double tie downs and everything before just saying, all right, we could definitely help you. So I think that's what I need to work on because I notice in my calls, even the ones I do good discoveries
Yeah.
and I find pain and everything, I don't do those double tie downs, especially at the end before transitioning into the pitch. So yeah, that was huge. So I gotta rewatch this.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I know, Amro, I think you have something too. I want to hear you, Andronator. I want to hear you. What do you think? What do you thought? What you learned? What are the takeaways in this one? Both of you, talk to me.
I have questions.
Okay, Andronator, go first. But we're gonna go through those then.
Yeah, kind of like Jared said, there was a lot of good stuff in this call. 100% go back and watch it. But just to pinpoint one thing, and it's honestly, again, your ability to just be real. Mm, get ridiculous amount of commitment without being salesy. That's the biggest takeaway for me.
Cool, awesome. All right, Amro or George Babadook. I don't know if it's a
I'm a,
takeaway that is fast.
it's just very quick. It's just the difference between Luca and Andre. When Andre was saying like, "Oh man, 14 years," it sounded a little bit disingenuous, by trying to make it by trying to make it genuine. Versus Luca is just, jeez, like there was no trying to think of what to say to try and make it seem real. Because Andre, yeah, it feels like when every time you open your mouth afterwards, it's like you're trying to find a way to try and make it feel real when it's just be real. You know, you wouldn't say that to your mum. If your mum was dealing with caregiving for 14 years, would you say, wow, mum, 14 years, that's a long time? Would you say, wow, you okay? Because it seems like it's like bothering you right now. You know, you just be more real. So you just have to genuinely care about the prospect in front of you. Even if it's a role play, I try to play a very real person. So tap into that. Really care about this Babadook. This motherfucker's cleaning shit. He's 34. He wants to feel like a man. He's been doing this since he was 20. His parents told him they don't love him and he had to move in with his grandparents because no one accepted him because he's a crackhead. Like, take that to heart because Jesus fuck, you know?
How did you feel, Babadook, with the questions that I was asking you?
Yeah, as I said, it's like you're the only guy in my life that's actually cared for me. So that's how those questions felt. Because it's like, oh, someone's not pushing me to the curb. Someone that's telling me I can do this. Well, someone that's convincing me to do this, versus with my parents who just said, "Oh, you're a crackhead, fuck off, go live with your grandma. We don't want you." So it's just that level of leadership.
Did you guys like more of this, that we go more of an in-depth real role play? I usually just let you just do it, and I
Yes.
boom. But this one is more like this is how it's
Mhm.
done.
Yeah, this was the most valuable roleplay call so far in the history of Hunters, in my opinion.
I cooked.
Okay, so do you guys prefer this then? Okay, I'll do it more like this. Okay, just be prepared that I'm going to interrupt you, but we do this for long enough, you guys will be beasts. Jared, is there a question or?
Yeah, I have it's kind of like a takeaway slash question. I don't know. I might sound like a retard saying this, but you can let me know. So when the prospect is eating, is there a correlation like, when you eat, you have dopamine in your head? So if you're talking about pain, psychologically, they're eating and the dopamine is spiking, so they're like associating it with pleasure. Does that make sense at all, or am I tripping?
Without sounding autistic with this, the reason on why he's eating, he even said so, is to make himself feel better, because it's an uncomfortable situation. So me cutting that out, it's not giving him the chance to feel better. Also not giving him the chance to be distracted. Also cutting down everything that is not me in the situation. Okay. So yes, it's part of it. And let's not go super autistic on it, but those are the reasons on why. Yes, absolutely. Cool. Amro, go. I made you wait enough.
Yeah. Before my question, we prefer, at least for me, we also prefer this way of doing it because not only do we get feedback on what we're doing wrong, we can see that contrast of where we should be compared to what we're doing now. So instead of just small little stuff, we can just jump to this level and improve from there.
And basically, the difference is that the previous calls, I was explaining theory. This is more practice. Like, this is how I would do it. Like, basically, it was discovery that I did. Like, Andronator jumped in at parts, but it was basically me doing the discovery. This is more like the practice more than the theory. So, do you guys really like this then? Yeah? Do you want us to keep
Yes.
doing it?
Yeah, it'd be nice to
Yes.
have some up in here and just have you role play with the student and we watch it. Um, so that you could actually role play from start to finish with the student, then pause and then explain what you're doing and keep going.
Yeah.
Mixed in with role plays. So like actually have you closing for a fully uninterrupted call against one of us.
All right, let's do it then. So, Amro, keep going, please.
Yes, the question I had was, given the fact, I don't know if George forgot, but we're doing drop shipping. So, given he has done it in the past, do you not want to address that what makes us different and why do you believe we're different?
We address that.
We did. We did. We
Oh,
did.
we did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Also, with how much of a commitment I got out of him, at the end of the call, I could be dancing and jumping in one leg. He still buys. So it's like, yeah. Something else?
Right. Yes. How many times do I have to recap the situation before it gets redundant?
It really depends on the context. I think if we have done it one more time, it would have been redundant and telegraphed. So it's about reading the situations. With some people, usually 2 times is enough. The recaps that I do are after they like, opening question, they just said the first thing. I'm gonna do a small recap. When I'm in the middle of discovery, I'm gonna say something like, "It sounds like this is what's going on." Yes, yes, and I'm gonna be explaining what are the factors. And at the end of the discovery, I'm gonna be basically doing the transition, which is okay. So if I got things correctly, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Yes, yes. Is that why you want to do this? Yes. So usually those are my recaps. In here, we added one more in here at like 70% of the length of this. We added more because it felt like the right thing to do, just to keep smashing him all the time on this. Also, keep in mind that all of us have a dissonance on the time. By me switching roles with Andronator and me explaining stuff and me always double checking if everyone is following so far, the length gets longer, right? It gets longer. And if that happens, the weight of the conversation is not the same. So I have to like bring it down. I have to remind him of the stuff. Perhaps, I don't know, if this was a normal call without interruptions, I wouldn't need to do a third recap. It would be fine with just two. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so basically, just to clarify, we're still going on the right path and you didn't misunderstand anything, and just the best way is towards the end before transitioning to the pitch.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. And Andronator?
Yeah, just another takeaway I had, and this is not to save face or anything, but many times, not always, of course, but a few times at least, there was a few things. For example, when he called out George eating, and I thought about it in my head. I thought I should do it, but still I didn't do it. So that was also like a takeaway I had, that why the fuck? Like, why am I not calling out the shit when I even have the thought in my head? So I guess that's something I should, run a self-discovery on myself, asking myself why that's the case. But yeah, that was valuable as well to have the realization.
George was not taking the call seriously in those moments. Or maybe he does, but he was, giving himself that little comfort. You don't want him to be comfortable. You don't. You want him to be on literally the fire. Like he has to be burning up alive. You want to put him there. You not doing that is like you're allowing him to, okay, take a breather, have a good time. It's like, no, I'm going to maintain you here. I'm going to squash you with my pressure until you pretty much disappear. Yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Matt Turner.
Hello. It was a follow-on from Andre's thing about the food. So obviously you want him to call it out, you want him to feel that pressure. What if they don't, if they're like, well, I want to eat, this is my time, like I haven't had time to eat, I'm really hungry. Like if they're not gonna stop eating, do you want that time to be, all right, we'll rebook?
Role play with me. You're just eating chips. Matt, oh, is this the moment to eat? What's going on?
I haven't had time to eat, so I am quite hungry right now.
You didn't have time to eat what? Like, what time is it for you right now?
It's about 10:30
PM?
p.m.
Okay. So you didn't have dinner or anything?
Nothing yet, no.
Right.
So I'm quite hungry.
And you're eating chips.
Yeah.
Right. So right now we're in a conversation. Keep in mind that he was eating chip because he's stressed. You're bringing something completely different. But if that's the case, Matt, you're eating right now because you didn't have the time to do it. Okay, cool. I need you to be present with me. I need you to be focused because this is a conversation that can literally 180 your life. You eating chips is not necessarily you being fully focused. If you're really hungry, then great. But it's also a matter of having responsibilities, having priorities straight. So we can finish the call in a few minutes and then you can eat all the chips you want. But why would you choose to eat chips when we're talking about this, about changing your life? Don't you think that is? And you can tell me, by the way, maybe I'm getting the things wrong. Is this not relevant to you?
No, 100%. Like I am focused. Like I'm present with you. I'm just hungry. I can multitask. I know there's a stigma about men can't multitask, but I can. I can eat and I can listen to you 100%.
Okay. Maybe with this, you're going to understand my point. I'm in a few minutes, I'm going to explain to you how the program works. I'm going to go. I want you to wait for me. I'm going to get some chips. Okay. And I'm going to start eating whilst I'm explaining the program to you. And I want you to tell me, how does that feel? Do you think that I'm actually giving a single fuck about helping you by eating chips while I'm explaining the program to you? Or would you prefer me to be serious and be concentrated on seeing how my program can help you, man?
Yeah, I mean, when you put it like that from your position, it means like, yeah, it looks like you'd be a little bit more concentrated with it without eating.
So you prefer me concentrated on helping you?
Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah.
So why don't you prefer you being concentrated on helping yourself?
I suppose, well, yeah, I suppose it should be 100%.
Would suppose we didn't do anything. What do you want to do?
No, I want to be present.
Are you going to be present?
Yeah.
Are you going to eat the chips?
No, I can hold off.
Okay. Then I'm moving on.
Okay.
So that will be the extreme
kind of
case.
builds that authority on you. Like you're building the frame like you're in control again.
Yeah, I mean, it's my house.
Hmm.
Don't forget that. It's my house. You're the one with the problem, not me. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Lads, anything else? Any questions? Any takeaways on the call? Nothing? Did you guys learn something today? You like the call then?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right. So I will see you on Sunday. And yeah, let's make some money, okay? Do your best. All right, lads. Peace out. So there you go, my people. I hope you liked it. This is a very simple roleplay where you understand how the fuck to move and advance with prospects who might not be the most cooperative at the beginning. But the most important and the biggest takeaway that I want you to have is how you can increase the pressure, how you can make sure that the prospect who is in front of you is always withheld within the fire of his own problems. Because if he can understand this, you can get him committed as fuck. And with that, he will take action and he will change his life. And the way he's going to do it is, well, with your program. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.